Here we go. Antwan's 45 man. He's a 45 man, right? Yep, 45 man, $1.50 buy-in. So I've stopped the music so that hopefully the VOD doesn't get muted at this point, but who knows? Twitch might mute me anyway. Alright, let's see. 45 man. So top 7 get paid. Is that a min raise? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's look at sizing. So against one raise, my normal size would be around 190, 200, probably 200. So I have to add an extra 150, an extra. I add basically just the calls. So that's 150 plus 75, an extra 225. So it needs to be 425 would be my size. Little small in my opinion. Playing perfectly. Include a well-balanced mixture of all of the actions, but for your opponent also needs to play like that, otherwise the best exploitive move won't be near that. Yeah, I mean I agree, Luigi. Just against regulars, definitely, yeah, play a good balanced range of balancing your raises, balancing your 3-bets and your limps, and using everything so that they can't get a read. But against unknown players, just exploit them. So you can have a very unbalanced range. For example, if they're very aggressive, just always limp your nuts and fold, junk, and you can maybe min-raise trap nuts as well and play exploitive because they're just going to not know what you're doing. And against tight players, well, you can like shovel in with the middle good plus EV hands and you can just min-raise junk and you get value like that. It's very exploitable, but if you don't have a read, they don't have a read on you, they're not going to know that you're making those kind of exploitable plays. They're just going to play standard and they're going to play their tight range, so you can get value that way. Played a Fire Mage in Wrath of Lich King. Yeah, I wanted to play Fire Mage in vanilla, but it was only viable in like PvP or in AQ40 once you got a lot of gear, because at the time like the frost gear was better until you got a lot of gear. I remember there was this like 2 trinkets from Molten Core that if you press them both at the same time you could one-shot people, and eventually they changed it because it was so OP, but I wanted them so badly. So against the 10x raise, we'll just fold Ace 10. That's good, I like it. Steal the Ace 8 in the cutoff, good. Fold this, fold. Okay. Free play. Rated as a lock and a rogue pretty much all the way to Kata, where I switched to a Disc Priest. Cool, Chopper. I started out as a shaman, leveled that up to 60, and then I started raiding, and back in the day shamans didn't do any DPS, and you only bought a shaman to heal, and I didn't want to heal, so I leveled a mage and then started raiding as a mage and did that all the way through. Then I quit in Burning Crusade halfway through. I think we were like up to like the second last boss in that outside dungeon place. I forget what it's called. It's like a big forest. It was outside. It was before Black Temple. The one before that didn't make it to Black Temple. Yeah, and then I quit. Didn't play Wrath or Kata. I was playing poker, and then I joined again in Mists of Pandaria and was playing a Disc Priest, and then I quit and then started up again in this latest expansion, but quit pretty quickly. I didn't really like it. I don't think I'll play again. Certainly was very good back in vanilla though. Most fun. Alright, so I like the ISO. Let's look at sizing. My normal sizing against one player in position would be around 175. So I need to raise 175 plus an extra 100 for both limpers. So like 100 total. So it would be 275 I would raise. Again, a little bit small in my opinion. Because by raising too small, you give them very good odds to just call and see flops, and you want to take it to a heads-up pot with ace queen. You don't want to see multi-way pots. So that's why you need to raise. Make sure your raise sizes are correct, so that you're not giving them crazy odds. Well, we get an all-in, and the guy who open-limped just rejams. I think ace-queen's not good enough in this spot, so I would just fold. I expect him to trap sometimes with aces, ace-king, kings, queens. Yeah, so even though we're getting decent odds, I'm a bit worried about what this guy has. Yeah, it's just not worth it. There's the aces. Check out some music after review. I'll check it out, MX Kun. I'll add it to my YouTube right now. Antwan2009, Progressive House. Alright, man, cool. I'll check it out. I think next week we'll do a sub song request day. Okay, fold, fold. Started with $1 in March and quickly, well, I was one tabling for maybe a week, $1, and then I was like, fuck this, and I started playing $3, and yeah, I was one tabling up until last week, or the week before, very recently. So I got most of my challenge just by one tabling, but then I decided, let's up it to 2 tables. I would call getting 6-1 in the big blind with that hand. Yeah, the hand review is on, Antoine. You haven't missed very much, but if you did, I'll try and put it on YouTube for you so you can review it later. All in, ace king, good job. Fold that. 4 big blinds. It's kind of close, but I think it's just a fold. It's pretty close though. Certainly, if you were the small blind, I would isolate and shove it in. I like the fold there though. Good. 8s is good enough. Yep, well played. Fold that. Weak ace, weak ace. Fold. Well, you want to attack, but this is a very bad hand, so we'll just see a free flop with this hand. I like the bet. He's limping, and then he's checking to you. It's very weak. You just have 5 high. You're not going to win at showdown by checking, so just bluff now. If he check calls, you have a gut shot, you might hit. Otherwise, you'll just give it up. Okay, you just give up. Just give up. Yep. Oh god. Just green mark that guy, but good job for splitting it. What's up, black white wine? Okay. So, you can play this, but it really depends on the blind. If he's in any way loose, I would just fold, because he has a big chip lead, and, you know, he's going to want to play back at you, he's going to want to defend his big blind, and your hand sucks. If he's a tight player, raise is good. If he's a tight passive player, maybe he likes calling, but he likes seeing flops, maybe you can try a limp stab. So, there's options depending on what this guy is like. King 3. Again, just fold. That's good play. I like the king queen raise. Fold that. Oh, what happened to the old king 7? Just fold. Fold that. Good. Ace 3 is a fold against the button. Do you use flux? I don't know what that is, so no. Lots of junk hands, Antoine. Well, this is a bit disjointed. So, you raise Jack 7 offsuit, so you assume he's tight. Therefore, push any two cards here. So I would push this. Okay, this one you can fold, but you do want to be very loose when you get down this short and the blinds are high. I think we have to call, man. I think we have to call. Even though he's shoving, he definitely has some kind of a hand. I mean, you have an ace, you only have 5 big blinds. You can be ahead. He can have king, queen, king, jack, king 10, queen, jack suited, jack 10 suited. It's possible. Even against a small pair, because there's overlay, you don't mind flipping here. He could even have a worse ace, like an ace 5 suited he could do this with. So I would definitely call that. Have to fold that against a 3 big blind shove. And the king 5 is fine. Alright, Antoine. Pretty good, man, pretty good. I didn't see too many big mistakes. Like no huge no huge leaks. It's just a few small errors here and there. Overall game very well played. Good job. Let's check out this music. What is it? Martin Mittone.